Well, I want to thank Andrés. Gracias a ustedes para su invitación. Es muy importante ser compañeros como Andrés y otros por muchos años, se dice él. Pero yo quiero hablar en inglés, es más fácil para mí. Pero nosotros vivimos en la panza del monstruoso, ¿verdad? Se dice Martí, ¿verdad? We live in the belly of the monster, and this is one of the places where genuine support for many decades for the Cuban Revolution has lived and survived.
Este es el único sitio donde podemos, entre todos, encontrar el apoyo que Cuba necesita de todos nosotros.
So, I just want to briefly, I don't know if I can do it from without notes. I usually write stuff down.
Dice que
But
va a
we know
intentar
everybody
hablar
here.
sobre estas cuestiones.
But I want to give greetings from the Socialist Workers' Party.
Quería darle,
And we appreciate the messages we get for activities. There may be another caravana, perhaps, soon. I was at the picket line yesterday in front of the studio of Univision.
ayer estuve frente a los estudios de la cadena Univisión en la manifestación.
See. But one of the things that was missing was the explanation of the relationship of Cuba to Venezuela and the policies of the U.S. government in relation to
Una de las
Venezuela
cosas
and
que
Cuba.
no vimos ayer fue la relación entre Cuba y Venezuela y la alianza que existe entre ambos países.
Every move the United States is making against Venezuela, Cuba is in their sights.
Cada movimiento que hace Venezuela, Cuba la está apoyando.
A crisis like in Venezuela today that is created also by the United States in many ways, funding the opposition. This guy, how do you say it? Guaido? Guaido? He worked with Leopoldo, right?
Yeah.
With the oppositionists. You know, he doesn't come from nowhere.
Dice que la situación presente en Venezuela es apoyada y financiada por el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, como todos sabemos. Que este individuo, que ahora se titula presidente de Venezuela, pues ha estado en este proceso por largo rato.
But the world economy and the dependency of Venezuela on oil, you know, is creating a condition which is out of the hands of the people of Venezuela. They do not control the world economy. The world economy is largely controlled by very few powers, most importantly, the biggest, the United States.
La situación en Venezuela es grave porque depende de una exportación principal que es el petróleo y la economía mundial es la que determina la situación del petróleo venezolano.
For example, the United States was asked to close down its embassy, and it first said no, but then they have him on TV running around like running out of the country. A country has a right to tell an embassy to leave, as the United States has done many times with other countries.
Dice que un ejemplo, por ejemplo, es la decisión del gobierno venezolano de darle 72 horas a los diplomáticos norteamericanos a dejar el país y la renuencia del gobierno de Trump de que eso sucediera.
Just one of the important things to remember, and I think maybe Alexa was kind of alluding to that. The United States is in a very weak position now in terms of invading any country. It would love to have a more direct role in the Venezuelan military, and it has failed to get a majority against Maduro.
Dice que los Estados Unidos están en una posición de debilidad con respecto a la posibilidad de una intervención militar en Venezuela y que para empezar no pudo lograr las mayorías en la OEA ni en la ONU que requería.
For example, the two main competitors politically and economically, politically, and militarily in the world is China, number one. Number two is Russia, who goes right in to reopen publicly and whatever needed to be said to say that we are here to stay in Venezuela.
Que los dos mayores competidores de Estados Unidos en el orden militar, económico y financiero son China y Rusia. Y Rusia, por ejemplo, ayer demostró que lo que estaba diciéndole al gobierno de Estados Unidos es que no abandonaremos a Venezuela.
So this puts the United States in a very weak position. It's already lost much of Latin America that it used to be able to control and had no problem telling Latin America and the capitalists in Latin America what to do, funding them and so on and so forth. So they're not in exactly the same position.
Que no lograron tener la mayoría de los estados latinoamericanos y caribeños para poder imponer su voluntad en Venezuela.
And the working people and farmers in Venezuela would be in a much, much worse position if there were another dictatorship. I worked with people from Venezuela, and some of them have illusions that some change brought about, the only way it could be by some kind of coup, would be better.
Que en realidad el pueblo trabajador de Venezuela sabe que estará en peores condiciones bajo una dictadura de la derecha.